Hey guys, and welcome to another video. So today's video is going to be all about making sure you have chosen really strong universities for a medicine application. Now I do realise that some of you guys have probably already sent it off on UCAS in the last week or so. I personally am sending mine tonight. Some of my friends are doing it next week, and I know lots of you guys have been messaging me being like, these are my grades, this is what I got, should I apply here? And so I thought I'll make a quick little video for those who are last minute doing the applications, and hopefully this helps you. So as I have said so many times, when it comes to medicine, it's not about whether the university is tailored for you, it's really about whether you're tailored for the university and whether your qualifications and your grades and your skills kind of match up to their criteria. And so there are a few things that I would say are really important to check whether you kind of have that, what the university will want. So number one are your GCSEs. Number two is kind of your UCAS score. Number three, I would say perhaps your personal statement. And then number four, I suppose, are your predicted grades, but that's not too important. Number one and number two, I would say the most important things, and that is your GCSEs and your UCAS. So GCSEs wise, I suppose I would say, after doing a fair bit of research, I would say 6 A stars and more are what lots of universities see as strong grades. And those are the kind of grades that are really if you have those kind of grades, though you want to be looking at universities that are more GCSE heavy. Personally, I got 4 A stars and 6 A's, which are more modest grades, and so I wouldn't be going for any really heavy universities, like really heavy GCSE universities, because I honestly don't think I would have the best shot. And I think that's what's really important when choosing your university. You need to really be thinking, do I have a really good realistic shot of getting an interview? Because for me, like lots of you guys, I'm sure, I just want an interview. I just want to get that interview, prove myself, and hopefully get an offer. And so to give myself the best chance of getting to that interview, I really need to choose 4 universities that I think I have a strong chance of getting into. And so personally, for me, choosing a GCSE heavy one just doesn't make sense. In terms of how to know which universities are more GCSE heavy, I've mentioned it so many times, but on the student room they have a little applying for medicine strengths page, and it basically has every single university which provides medical courses and also their criteria. Really important, do go check it out. Off the top of my head, I know Cardiff, Birmingham, I think Liverpool, and a few others are really looking at those top GCSE grades, so do check that out. The second thing you want to be looking at is your UCAS score. Hopefully you've done your UCAS. I'm pretty sure there's maybe 2 days to do it, so hopefully you've got your score, and you can kind of tell where you are in the scale of things. I personally would say having a score of about 650, 660 and above is what I would consider a strong UCAS score, and you should really be looking at applying to the stronger UCAS schools. And from my experience, I would say, a lot of my research, those kinds of universities are like Manchester, Southampton, Newcastle, Plymouth, Sheffield, those kinds of ones. Once again, the student room website has that page, and you can see which ones are more UCAS heavy. Some are more UCAS heavy than others. For example, I know I saw one of their cut-off points was over 700, which is a really high cut-off point. So make sure you do your research. You don't want to have 670 and maybe their cut-off point was 710. It's a waste of an option, and you really cannot afford to do that. So do your research with that, see where you kind of stand. They've already released their kind of preliminary results in which you can check which kind of percentile you are and how strong your score is. Personally, I got 790, so for me, it just makes sense to go for a strong UCAS universities to give myself the best chance of getting an interview. Another thing that you can be maybe looking at is your personal statement. I know there are a few, very few universities, for example, Bristol and Exeter, and I'm sure some others, which are really focused on a personal statement. Bristol, it is about 70% personal statement heavy, which is so heavy, as opposed to kind of grades and stats. It's very much what you've done, what kind of person you are, how you've reflected. And so perhaps if that's something you're that's my strong point, I have a really good personal statement, then maybe look at those kinds of universities. And also my fourth point, I suppose, are your predicted grades. I don't want to talk about it too much because I assume pretty much everyone who's applying for medicine has 3 or 4 A's and above. I suppose I personally predicted 3 A's and I didn't push for an A star just because honestly I don't think I would get that A star. I think an A in itself is a push, but hopefully I'll get there, but an A star was just a bit too much. I know someone messaged me a few weeks ago and he is currently doing medicine at Liverpool and he's giving me some help with universities, and he said from his experience, going and getting an A star prediction made it more likely as universities give him like an interview. So how accurate that is, I do not know. I didn't bother pursuing the A star just because I don't think it would happen. Perhaps, you know, you could do your research, see is there really a correlation between the A star prediction and the chance of you getting an interview. I don't know, but that's what he said, so maybe it is, maybe it isn't. For me, I just stuck with my 3 A's and I'm happy with that, and hopefully they can see the rest of my stuff and go, oh, that's really cool. Another thing for those who are doing your UCAS, if you want to also check, as well as the Student Room website page, on the Medic portal, they have a really good kind of set of things. If you have the lower UCAS scores, they have a good list of universities that you can be applying to, and by that I mean like 600 to 650. And then if you have a higher UCAS score, I would say 650 plus, then they have a list of universities that are going to be looking at that. So do go check out their website, and that's Medic portal. And I find that really good. It's really quite helpful to kind of see, you know, once again, like I said, where are you more likely to get that offer and get that interview, and you want to be giving yourself the best possible chance. Is that everything I want to say? I think it is. I'm sending my application off tonight, which is really scary. You know, I spent hours and hours on my personal statement, going over it, checking it, grammar, does it flow, does it link, all this kind of stuff, and like I'm finally just sending it off. And there's nothing I can do. They could maybe hate it and be like 4 rejections, which is going to be super upsetting. Or hopefully they're going to like it. For those of you who are interested, I'm looking at applying to Bristol. Not UCAS heavy, but I really like the place and the environment and the course, and it seemed really great. Also Manchester, Southampton and Newcastle, which, as I said earlier, are all UCAS heavy because I am not risking a thing. And my last one, my backup, is biology at York. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Fingers crossed I get my offers. Fingers crossed you guys do well as well. I hope that this advice is helpful for you guys. Like I always say, if you have any questions, comment it down below or tweet me at _Manisha P, or on Instagram, give me a little DM at bitofafangirl, and I will get back to you in a day or two whenever I have time and give you the advice or tell you anything that I can, kind of give you any help with that. So I hope this is helpful for you guys. Good luck with your applications. I hope it all goes well. I'm sure you're going to smash it. Drop this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the Student Room. That's all from me, and I shall see you guys sometime soon. Bye!